Welcome, travelers. And today I'm going to talk about a lesson learned from the film Doctor Strange, starring Benedict Cumberbatch. Why was this movie really, sorry, let me start again. This movie was a really, I don't know the word. It really resonated with me. I had no intention to really watch it. I said I'll watch it if it ever crosses my path, like if I'm on Netflix or something. And it crossed my path. I was on the plane to Los Angeles and it was one of the options to watch. And I had a lot of time left on the flight. So I said, okay, let me watch it. There's magic. I'll like it. And I did. This is not a review though. This is lessons learned from. And I'm really going to highlight one part of it specifically. And that is the fact that Dr. Stephen Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, was a surgeon. A very, very, very skilled surgeon. He would purposely take on like very, very challenging. Let me fix that. He would take on very challenging procedures only if he knew he could actually cure the people. He would reject people if like the chances were low. Now that's a key point. Why? Because his passion is surgery, and he wants to make a real name for himself. He wants the big one, quote unquote, etc. He wants to help people, but really, he's actually just helping himself, and he realizes that later, because he turns down people that there's a lower chance of success, and he wants a perfect record on his portfolio, I guess. So, unfortunately, Dr. Stephen Strange doesn't listen to any kind of commercials or any kind of warnings or public service announcements, because he was texting and driving in a rainstorm while he's driving a Lamborghini. Sorry, I said that wrong. Lamborghini. Totals the Lamborghini. His hands get just like destroyed. Not like ripped off, but like every bone thing is broken in there. And even there was a lot of nerve. I'm pointing down. You can't even. There was a lot of nerve damage in his hands. So neurology, he couldn't be very precise. He could do things. He had some function, but not enough to be like a surgeon. So he lost his purpose. He lost his tools to fulfill his purpose. So he wanted to continue doing surgery so bad that he actually was trying to like research methods and new procedures and anything that could possibly repair the nerve damage in his hands so that he could do the surgery again. He could perform surgeries again. Which led him to somebody who supposedly recovered from paralysis. And this somebody, I forget his name, sends Dr. Stephen Strange to the whatever monastery in China or something, and that ends up being the area, the place where this order of sorcerers trains and learns and whatever. He rejects at that point when the Ancient One starts explaining what it is they do, when she starts showing him chakra maps of the body and manifestation and meditation and yoga and whatever. All these kind of like pseudo, like whatever you want to call them, modalities that are not really accepted in like professional science. They're perceived as fantasy and there's no credibility in them, etc. And this is a surgeon, right? So he's like, I'm not, whatever, that's his reaction. Like, he's like, I'm not buying into this. So through the magic of movies and the magic in the movie, they kind of opened his third eye, opened his eyes a little bit, but rejected him. But he stayed and tried to get back in because he's like, I will give this a chance if it works. Right? Anyway, how is this a lesson learned? So, aside from the fact that, yes, he had to actually see some magic to kind of believe it, he still jumped on a plane to China, listened to what they had to say. Yes, they had to show him some magic, but I think personally, if they had written it in the sense that like she didn't need to prove it, he just needed to believe it. And I think I think the better way would have been if they kicked him out, didn't show him any magic, and then he was like still like his hands aren't working, and he knows he's tried every other option. If he had this eureka moment of like, what do I have to lose? I think that would have been more impactful and more relatable to reality. My point is this. Ultimately, Doctor Strange, lost his purpose in life, and he persisted and wanted to find a way so badly. To the point where he like went to a magical order, which he was having none of it. Like, he would not. This is, again, we're talking about a doctor going to like a yogi or a meditator or a Reiki healer or anything of that nature. This is like, they don't really. Maybe nowadays it's becoming a little more synergistic, but still, it's very much opposing forces. So he goes there, and he learns the ways, he opens his mind, and blah, 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 gains his power. I'm not going to get into all that. What I really like, though, is that his story of finding his purpose, realizing that he wasn't helping those people when he was a surgeon. He wasn't helping them for them. He was helping them for himself, for his own credibility, his own reputation. Then he kind of opened his eyes and realized, like, I want to help people. For real, I want to help people. And so on. I'm not going to get into that. And the thing that I liked about the magic in Doctor Strange, I don't know if that's true in the Marvel comics, but in this, because I never really read Doctor Strange comics, I will probably soon. In this film, though, the magic is derived from real-world things like meditation and chakras and opening your third eye and manifestations, the power of thought, all things I really like to read into and practice and all that. So the magic is all derived from that. It gave me a nice little fantasy element to incorporate into like things that I practice daily, meaning like entertaining from the movie's standpoint. Anyway, that's Doctor Strange. Really good film. I am really considering becoming a Doctor Strange fan. I want to read into his story a little bit more. On that note, check it out. It's really good. Ties into the whole Avengers storyline eventually. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.